Valid through 6/3. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
The Colonel's cooked up a new $10 bucket of the day just for you. Monday, 24 nuggets for $10. Tuesday, 8-piece fried chicken for $10. Wednesday, 10 wings for $10. Thursday, 8 tenders for $10. Friday, 24 nuggets for, ooh, you guessed it, didn't you? $10. The $10 bucket of the day deal. Every weekday. Only at KFC. It's finger licking good.
Prices and participation vary while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds. You can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. That's ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At the Atlantic Men's Clinic, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit includes blood work and a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Atlantic Men's Clinic, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at Amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
This is the legendary WQAM-FM and HD1 Miramar, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. WQAM Miami, an Odyssey sports station. The home of Joe Rose with Hollywood, Tobin and Leroy, and Hot Crowder and Solana. South Florida sports lives here.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by ZipRecruiter. Find out why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/team.
Norby hammers high in the sky, out to left, no doubt about it. And that was a no-doubt bomb for Norby.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck. The official pregame show of the Miami Marlins on the home of the Marlins. WQAM.
1-1. That one crushed out to right and deep. Reyes looking up, and it's gone. Serious pop. That's cleanup man X to you.
Marlins on Deck is brought to you by ADT, the official security partner of the Miami Marlins, and by Werner, Hoffman, Gregg & Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
It's all down. I'm pissed off. I'm ready to go. Why do you get so pissed off? I don't like hitters.
Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Strom.
All right, nice job, Vladdy. Welcome. We are live from Citi Field on an overcast 70-degree Sunday afternoon in Queens, New York. Sun actually is peering out here as we get you going. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. As always, we're on 104.3 FM, WQAM.
Yeah, you don't really need a defense when you punch out like that.
Game 60 of 162. We shut the door on the month of May this afternoon as the Marlins road trip. It started in such a promising manner in Toronto after a declarative victory, and now all of a sudden, the Marlins have not only dropped the last 4 games and are in danger of getting swept in Queens against a team they just swept last weekend, but we also have a myriad of injuries that we have to disclose as we get you ready here for first pitch. It was supposed to be Jansen Junk today. No longer the case. He's headed to the IL. We'll tell you that in just a couple of seconds. John King. He will open for the Fish today. First career start for King, 31-year-old southpaw. Going to face that top pocket of the Mets lineup with lefties Carson Bench and Juan Soto. It was supposed to be Jansen Junk again. It will be John King who will open for the Marlins. And John King will go opposite Nolan McLean, 24-year-old right-hander. This guy was untouchable in 8 career starts last year. He had a 2 ERA. It's been a little bit rough waters for McLean. He's got a 4 ERA after 11 starts, but he looks to bounce back here looking for sweep the Marlins on this Sunday afternoon. We are pumped to bring you Game 3 of this NL East clash between your now 26-33 Miami Marlins and the 25-33 New York Mets. We will get going at 1:40 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Well, hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Sunday afternoon with Jack McMullen, AJ Ramos. I'm Steven Strom. Baseball, this is just sometimes how it goes. One injury can lead to another, and it feels like it piles up, and it just became one of those days. We were driving, or we were on the bus headed to the ballpark today, again, in all anticipation that we were going to see Jansen Junk, and then we get the news that not only is Junk going to the IL, but Andrew Nardi as well. So we'll get you, of course, up to date with all the housekeeping areas that we have to get to. We'll get you at the count with King and McLean. Jack and AJ will jump in for segment 4. We'll get to our Expo question today at Marlins Radio and Steve's guarantee to victory. But I don't want to waste any more time here. Jansen Junk, he is headed to the IL with a shin injury. Here is Junk earlier today on when he started to feel that shin injury.
Yeah, probably about 2 weeks ago. I think it was the start before the Nationals. I was feeling a little discomfort, didn't think too much about it. Got through it, and then that week is when I first approached the staff about, this is kind of bothering me, lingering a little bit too much, and ever since then we kind of just been throwing everything at it, just trying to manage it, with all the resources and teamwork we have in the training staff, just nothing really was getting better. And this week kind of just wasn't feeling great at all in my bullpen yesterday, and that's kind of where we made the decision to let's try to look at this, pinpoint exactly what it is, and have a better game plan about how to attack it.
So Jansen Junk, again, going on the IL with a shin injury. What's the timeline, or at least the recovery protocol for you, Jansen?
Yeah, I think it's just getting off my feet a little bit, taking the load off that leg, keeping the arm healthy. I think that's the biggest thing, and just let that inflammation die down. That's pretty much it. We haven't talked too much about what the road looks like. I just got back in, so just quick conversations with the staff and everybody. We're going to fight it, from all ends, try to get back out there and start competing again.
All right, so that was Jansen Junk again today, headed to the IL. Junk 3-5 this year after 11 starts, a 4.8 ERA. He's headed to the 15-day IL, and it opens up the question now. Obviously, Robbie Snelling IL with the Tommy John. Then you had Chris Paddock, who is DFA'd, and then you had Braxton Garrett, who is optioned, and now Yuri Perez on the IL. We were looking to fill that other spot in the rotation. Now, all of a sudden, the Marlins have to fill two. Clayton McCullough, what's your take here on just the depth of your pitching at this point?
Yeah, I think we've said, Josh White we have coming up today, just making his major league debut, and he's coming off a fantastic season last year and has good stuff. So I think that's, we know, and we talk about it a lot. Unfortunately, injuries are a part of this. And, right now to have, a few of them happen at the same time, it will test our depth some, but we do feel that we have the guys that can do that. And at least, we're getting to a part of our schedule. We do have some off days coming up, and the schedule gets broken up a little bit to be able to, we feel like be able to, manage this, whether, traditional starters or openers, bullpen games will be fine.
Oh, there you have it. And it leads me into our next point, the roster move today. Josh White, who was added to the 40-man last November, 25-year-old right-hander, fifth-round pick in the 2022 draft. He has performed not only well last year, but this year he's thrown to a 1.3 ERA in 27 innings pitched this season. So will we see Josh White follow John King today, who will open and make his first career start? We shall see. Another injury, and it's Andrew Nardi. We will hear from the skipper on what it is and how long we can anticipate Andrew Nardi on the IL. We're playing baseball at 1:40 on the Marlins Radio Network.
I'm Adam Werner. As the official law firm of the Miami Marlins, Werner, Hoffman, Greg, and Garcia fights for our clients the same way the Marlins fight on the field, relentlessly and with a winning strategy. Our team represents clients in personal injury, workers' compensation, veterans disability, bankruptcy, and Social Security cases. From our home office in Miami, Florida, we provide powerhouse legal representation built on dedication, experience, and results. If you need a team that's ready to step up to the plate for you, visit WernerHoffman.com. Werner, Hoffman, Greg, and Garcia, proudly serving the 305 community.
At Lone Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoneDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoneDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Everyone knows BrandSmart USA as the heavy hitters, like big screen TVs and appliances, but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away, and our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
This is Owen Casey, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
Well, today's one of those days, guys. I mean, you just get to the ballpark and you think you're going to get your starter in Jansen Junk, who is now headed to the IL. And it's just the part of the baseball season that a lot of times you love, the 162, the everyday element. And this is the other side to it, where not only do you start to lose guys to the IL, but it then stacks up, and then you start to lose, and you feel like the world is coming to an end. And it always feels like these happen when you lose games. You start to see the IL list begin to get busy in the medical room. And again, better days are always ahead. You never know. Baseball is one of those weird sports. John King is going to open today, and you know that the Marlins are eventually going to start to win, and string together some victories. But it's part of the season. It is May 31st. We will talk in 2 months. You will probably forget about this Sunday in New York. But again, It's just one of those, I think, mornings for the Marlins where you look in the clubhouse and you're just kind of waiting for the next guy to go to the IL. So we talked about Jansen Junk. We heard from Jansen Junk. It's a shin injury. He's off to the 15-day IL. Andrew Nardi, who was placed on the IL with left rib cage stress reaction. I never can say it. Left rib cage stress reaction. He was placed on the IL a couple of days ago. We got word today that it is going to be a much lengthier stay for Andrew Nardi. Here was Clayton McCullough earlier today on the diagnosis of Nardi.
Andrew has a pretty significant stress reaction in the rib cage area. It's looking like roughly around 3 months that Nardi will be out. Nardi has been feeling this in this area for several weeks. And I think he was able to pitch. It wasn't limiting him really in any fashion. And we were after Toronto, it just started to a little harder to warm up. It was taking them longer. Some of the symptoms changed a little bit, so it was worth getting the imaging. And then this is what came back.
You're not a doctor, but do you think that is connected to the back stuff that happened last year?
Oh, I'm certainly not going to speculate on any type of health and what could be. I don't know. Possible, yes. Do I know for sure? No.
All right. So, again, that was Marlins manager Clayton McCullough on Andrew Nardi. It is left rib cage stress reaction that is going to force Nardi to miss now 3 months. Remember Nardi, and that's why I asked the question to Clayton if it was connected to the back. He did miss the 2025 season with lower back inflammation. A lot of those areas are connected to each other. So Andrew Nardi going to miss the next 3 months. And again, guys, it is one of those days that it feels like the IL continues to stack and pile up. The Marlins will push forward here with John King. They will try to piece together the game on Tuesday in Washington. But again, it is just par for the course. You got 162 of these, and it's different than any other sport. Football is once every week. Basketball is every other couple of days. Hockey is every other couple of days. It is what we love about baseball, and it is also what we despise about baseball, that it doesn't care about your injuries and it doesn't stop for anyone or anything. So again, Jansen Junk, 15-day IL, was supposed to start today. John King will open, and the roster move was Josh White, who has had a really good year at a 1 ERA and 27 innings pitched down in AAA, and Andrew Nardi will head to the IL and will miss the next 3 months. We'll get you ahead of the count next on the Marlins Radio Network.
There is a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience full of family-friendly activities and memorable moments. Make your plans today for July 24th through the 27th for the induction of Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones, and Jeff Kent as the class of 2026. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
In Miami, we don't drink coffee, we drink cafecito. Our pastries, we call them pastelitos. And when we want a low price, we know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all of your favorite new Volkswagen models, like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Volkswagen today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Volkswagen with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money. Because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or start shopping for your Pricito now at DoralVolkswagen.com. Present any Miami Volkswagen dealer's unexpired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be identically equipped as our in-stock vehicle used for comparison.
This is Clayton McCullough, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Stay on schedule here. We got a lot to get to. We've already gotten to a lot. A couple IL stints. It's Jansen Junk. It's Andrew Nardi who hit the IL. And it'll be John King who will open up today. And today's starting pitchers are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. And, of course, Ahead of the Count is brought to you by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity, candy-coated chaos. We'll begin with John King, 31-year-old southpaw who will make his first career start today. He'll open for the Marlins. 27th appearance will be for John King today. 1.93 ERA over 23 and a third innings pitch. Thing about John King that we have absolutely loved to see, the ground ball rate about 49%. The hard hit rate is in the 96th percentile. Opponents are hitting the ball hard on John King 27% of the time, which, again, equals at 96th percentile in all of baseball. John King will feature a sinker, a slider, a changeup, sweeper, curveball, and four-seamer. A couple notables on his arsenal. His sinker, opponents hitting 1 for 30. His slider, 1 for 19. John King will go opposite Nolan McLean, 24-year-old right-hander. This guy was untouchable through his first 8 career starts last season, pitched to a 2 ERA. It earned him a spot on the World Baseball Classic team this year. He's 2-4, though. He's off to a slow start, a 4 ERA, 61 and a third innings pitch in 11 starts. McLean did take the loss on Monday against the Cincinnati Reds. He allowed 7 runs on 5 hits over 3 1/3, 6 punch-outs. Nolan, what has gone south for you?
It's a combination of things. Getting behind in accounts, not landing my off-speed pitches like I should. And I've been hitting with guys with 2 strikes, too, which isn't a great recipe for success. Yeah, so, I mean, like last week, I think I might have got a little bit too much after it. Felt like my legs left me pretty early today. So it's always that balance of working on stuff but not doing too much at the same time so you can be efficient in your next start, and it just wasn't today.
All right, a couple nuggets here on Nolan McLean. He's allowed 6 or more runs in consecutive outings. The strikeout rate is still solid. He's punching out guys at a 30% rate. I think league average right now is 22%. Big thing about McLean, he had mentioned this, he's just like not been able to stay in the zone for the most part. He gets ahead, and then he hits guys. He has 7 hit by pitches this season, and 14 of his 19 walks have been against left-handed hitters. It's going to be his first career start against Miami. He throws a sinker, four-seamer, sweeper, curveball, a cutter, and a changeup. A lot of his pitches induce a ton of movement, but hopefully McLean still doesn't really know where these balls end up going. That's been the problem for him. Again, getting ahead has not been the issue. It's been about landing the secondaries for strikes. We'll talk about McLean. We'll talk about some of the injuries coming up next. When we come back, Jack McMullen, AJ Ramos. Let's straddle. We're back in 2 on the Marlins Radio Network.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro signs and Metro wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team. Home field is everything, and with DIY home security from ADT, protecting yours is easier than ever. Introducing ADT Blue, DIY systems that you can set up in a snap. Add pro monitoring for backup when you need it. Keep tabs yourself with the ADT Plus app, and easily add new devices when you need them. In the stands or at home, when you get ADT Blue, we've got you. Set your home up for safety at ADT.com. ADT is the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins. For license information, visit ADT.com.
Hey, it's Tobin and Leroy. Catch us weekdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on WQAM. You know, we got the Marlins and everything else going on in South Florida sports. We like to have a good time, shenanigans, and I'll tell you how they don't make them like Brad Penny anymore. Weekdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Catch us on your home for the Marlins. FM 104.3 WQAM, and always streamed on Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Take your taste buds to the candy shop with the irresistible taste of Cotton Candy Extra Strength 5-Hour Energy Shots. A delicious swirl of vanilla with a sweet but sugar-free fruity twist. Plus the classic 5-Hour Energy blend of B vitamins, nutrients, and caffeinated kick. Don't miss out on a perfectly sweet and impossibly nostalgic treat. Get your Cotton Candy Extra Strength 5-Hour Energy Shots today. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
Class is in session. Take your position. AJ Ramos bring the pitch and precision. From the heater to the breaker, every move he shows. When the closer starts teaching, everybody knows.
He's got his own segment now. He's our closer, and he's going to break down some of the pitching words and things that I just can't comprehend in my brain. And what I heard from Nolan McLean was this, and we'll play it now, and I want you to explain what he's meaning by this, AJ Ramos.
Yeah, so I mean, like last week, I think I might have got a little bit too much after it. Felt like my legs left me pretty early today. So it's always that balance of working on stuff but not doing too much at the same time so you can be efficient in your next start, and I just wasn't today.
I think I got after it a little bit too much, and I felt it in my legs. Translate, please.
So I think he was working on stuff, and understandably, in his past 4 or 5 outings, he's given up. Well, last outing he gave up 7 earned runs. Or outing before that, 6 earned runs, 3 earned runs, 1, and then 3 again. So it seems to me that he's working on stuff. So at the beginning of the week, he was probably going for a feel. And when you're doing mechanics, it's all your legs working through things to try to get that same consistent flow and feel. So to me, what that sounded like, and you can even say in the weight room he was working on certain feels, because whenever I was doing certain lifts, I wanted to feel a certain tension in my legs that I would want to feel on the mound as well, so that when I get on the mound, that feeling's there and I feel powerful and strong. Now, he could have been working a little bit of tension in certain places, also in his mechanics. And when a pitcher's working on mechanics, you can see him doing it at the grocery store. You can see him doing it in his living room, like getting that feel, like I want to get that feel because you're not pitching well. Yeah. So to me, it sounds like he was doing a lot of mechanical work, a lot of trying to feel his legs, so that when he did get into the game, he may have had that feel, but that feel was a little bit awkward to what he was used to. So that was more effort that his body was not used to, and his legs left him. When your legs leave, then you start to be rotational. Then you start to hit people with 2 strikes and start, not getting in the zone as often as you want to.
Yeah, like I'm imagining it as like your legs feel like Jell-O. Have you ever had that happen to you during what is it like?
It's like
and how do you fix that? Especially, I mean, this guy's a starter. You're a reliever. Yeah.
You don't. While you're in that game, you just try to manage your effort levels. I would compare it to, I don't know if you guys had a dream and you've gotten in a fight and everything, or you're running for your life in your dream and you're running really, really slow. I'm like, why? I'm giving max effort. And I can't. So that's exactly what it feels like on the mound. You're like, I'm driving as hard as I can, but nothing's coming out, and I feel weak in it, and you give more effort. So the biggest thing is when you feel that in your legs, the thing you can do to fix it is nothing. You have to deal with it, and that is just doing what your body can do at that moment. So what your velocity's down, or maybe your movement is different, then you have to change your sights and do whatever you can to try to get through a ball game, because there's nothing you can do about the way your legs feel.
All right, well, we hope that Nolan McLean did some extra squats today, or whatever he's been doing. I hope he keeps it the same way. Jack, today, and I articulate this, I think this best represents baseball in a nutshell, that the injuries don't stop for anyone. You play a game no matter what. You've got guys in your clubhouse that are going to post. You have your starter every single day. You have to figure out the best chance to win. So I'll ask you this. Is it a guy in that clubhouse? Is it the manager in Clayton McCullough? Who has to step up today in what feels like an impossible task against a Mets team that has beaten us the last 2 days? And now, after Jansen Junk goes to the IL, we're throwing out John King with a couple of guys that are just going to have to work out of the bullpen.
Yeah, I'm going to give you 2 names. I'm going to give you John King. He has to step up. He's got to eat an inning and a third, inning and 2/3. Heck, if he can go 2 innings, that's awesome, because it's all hands on deck. The Marlins are in survival mode right now. Like, they have to figure out 3 spots in the rotation right now. We're talking about Tyler Phillips, who just pushed to 5 innings, which was great, but that was maxed out Tyler Phillips. And then Yuri and Junk go down within the same week. This is survival mode for the Marlins at the end of May, beginning of June here over the next little bit. And what's really nice is there's an off day coming up on Thursday and then another off day coming up on Monday. So you've got the 3 games in 5 days, which is awesome, but you have to survive through the end of the Washington week. So give me King today and give me Josh White in his Major League debut. I think Josh White is going to have a big impact on this ball game. And there's a world that Josh White does eat 2 2/3 innings, 3 innings at his Major League debut. If they're scoreless, feel really good about the Marlins' chances today as they start survival mode for the next 4.
I love that positive take, Jack McMullen. And I think we got a question here from Lou from Day. Jack, can you see that? What did he say here?
AJ, do you still have some innings left in that right arm?
I'd be throwing well under the hitting speed, so maybe that would help.
That'd be nice.
When was the last time you threw?
Last time I threw there was a alumni game at Texas Tech, and I threw a bullpen to see if I could actually throw in the game.
You shut it down?
And I didn't throw in the game because the effort level that I was giving was just close enough for my shoulder is going to pop out of its socket.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I was afraid that if a batter stepped into the box, that my competitor will come out of me, and then all of a sudden my arm will be dangling. And it'd be very embarrassing to get hurt at an alumni game. So I shut it down, and so I have to get surgery still. So no more innings.
Wait, what? How fast could you throw right now? Like with just warming up right now? Like what could you get up to?
I mean, 65 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
The life of an all-star closer, AJ Ramos.
You know what? An all-star closer with a theme song. Now,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
that was really cool.
Round of applause.
Really
That was
cool.
sick.
That was
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah. Do you script it out? Like, did you write the lyrics?
And then
Steven
I did
sung
a
it.
jingle like free.
That was him singing. That was his singing
You
voice.
got in the studio to rip that?
Yeah. Got in the studio to rip that because I think it's a good, when we have our pitching verbiage that we hear that we have no experience for us, Jack McMullen, I
Right.
think that it's a good little segment for AJ Ramos to put on. What do doctors put on? The gloves, and then they put on that white thing,
Yeah.
and they say, all right, here we go. Here's your prescription. So we got that. So AJ
that
Ramos.
was really cool.
AJ Ramos, Jack McMullen, they got your call in 13 minutes. We'll break Expo Question Steve's Guarantee is next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry to the Bahamas and USA.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro Signs and Metro Wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
Nice job by Vladdy today. Back in Miami. We are not heading to Miami after this. We will complete our third leg of this three-city road trip as we head down to Washington, D.C. to open up a set with the Nationals. But here we are, Marlins looking to salvage one, and I got to tell you, fellas, it is going to be a lot different leaving here 1-5 on this road trip compared to 2-4. And the Marlins are going to have to do it with John King, who will open. We did a lot of housekeeping today. Jansen Junk to the IL with a shin injury, 15-day IL. And it'll be Andrew Nardi who will head to the IL 3 months out with left rib cage stress reaction. Let's get to our Expo question today at Marlins Radio. As always, what Hall of Famer played 1 season for the Marlins and played 8 seasons with the New York Mets? Make sure to vote at Marlins Radio. It is time for Steve's Guarantees.
Almost time to play ball. First pitch coming up in moments. Steve's Guarantees coming up now.
Hey, Marlins fans, when water, fire, or mold strike, trust the Marlins' #1 choice. That's served for from cleanup to construction. They work to make it like it never even happened. I told Kyle Seeloff this on the bus as he was lamenting, he was feeling bad about the IL stint. Everything is doom and gloom with that guy. I like the Marlins to score first in the first inning, actually. I really do. I like John King to get through the top of this order, and I like us to strike first. This is baseball in a nutshell. When you think that you have no possible avenue to win a game, you win a game. I like the Marlins to score first. Number 2, I mentioned this with Nolan McLean. You got to make this cat land those secondaries for strikes. I guess I can't guarantee anything from that sentiment, but let me get Xavier Edwards to be on base 3 times. And my last one, Connor Norby, extra base hit. This guy's hitting 242, OPSing 700 against right-handers. Nolan McLean, he throws from the right side. So give me Norbs today with an extra base hit. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints the picture. AJ Ramos, he is ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins baseball.